I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the T-power. I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the T-power. I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the T-power. I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the ho. I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the T-power. I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the T-power. I'm gonna give it the show you flex. I'm gonna give it the T-power. I'm gonna give it
That did not happen. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Best Worst Football Podcast. Well, this is a little different scenery here. We've got half of the podcast group that we usually have. We've got myself, James, and we've got Lewis as well. We also have a special guest. We have Alex in here.
Hello.
There you go.
Hi.
Woo, Alex.
Variety of football topics to talk about today, and we're going to discuss them, explain, just talk about it in whatever way possible. Right, so how are we? How's everyone?
Great, I'm good.
Terrific, yeah.
Terrific. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, I'm great. Well,
Good.
Yeah, great.
That's what we want to hear.
Okay, well, let's move straight on to topic number one, which is January transfer rumours and January transfer news.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so, Alex, you like to be on board with this one? You could take it away from here.
Yeah, Coutinho, Big Philippe. He has now moved to Aston Villa. When I wrote down my things, it was a rumour, and then they confirmed it about 2 hours ago, which is really great for me because I don't have that information. I think it is such a shame though. I mean, I think Steven Gerrard could sort of help to revitalise Coutinho's career, but at the same time, it's such a shame from him being... Because he was better than Salah when he was at Liverpool.
At one point, yeah.
At one point, he was better than Salah, or at the very least, there was a conversation to be had.
Okay, I'll give you the
At the very least, there was a conversation to be had between who was better out of those two. And then he left and went to Barcelona, and he was in a conversation with Griezmann about who was more disappointing. And now he's moved to Aston Villa, and it's obvious that he's supposed to be a replacement for Grealish.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think the only thing they sort of have in common at the moment is that they're both disappointing players that haven't lived up to potential.
Well, he is only a loan deal at this point. There is no option to buy, so it's only for 6 months.
I don't understand that particularly because Barcelona need to offload him fully.
Well, from my understanding, I think he wants to be with Steven Gerrard. He likes Steven Gerrard, and obviously the Liverpool link's there. So I think that's from what I understand. I think that's what TalkSport said as well. That's what several different sources are saying, that he likes Steven Gerrard and wants to play under him. So I don't know. I mean, I guess you're right. It's a pretty odd one. I mean, it's a good signing for Villa, but for Coutinho in his career, I don't think it's the right move for him.
No, I don't at all. And I mean, well, we all want to play with Steven Gerrard, don't we? But I don't think it's worth I don't think the reward is worth the risk at all for him. And he's not even going to get paid that much in contrast to.
Blimey.
I reckon Arsenal would have taken him.
But then they got like Smith Rowe and Ødegaard and that. Would they really needed him?
I think they would have, because they want a high caliber. I think they need one or two high caliber players who it isn't like a youngster with big potential.
Yeah. True.
I think they could use a couple of established players. And at the moment, even though Coutinho's established himself as subpar in comparison to what he used to be, he's still a big name.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think they could have used him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Well, speaking of Arsenal, my player that I wanted to talk about was Aubameyang. And obviously, I think he'll leave. He's going to leave, isn't he? Like, guaranteed.
Yeah, well,
but
the thing that he's had, the problems he's had, yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. I don't know where he's going to go, though. So when I researched it, the three he was linked with were Newcastle, Barcelona and Juventus.
That really is a mixed bag.
That is very different, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And apparently he's on 350 grand a week.
I don't see Aubameyang going to Newcastle because Newcastle has one of the best sort of club culture, nightlifes in the country, and having party boy Aubameyang go over there.
Yeah, not going to be great, is it?
Well, I think Newcastle's his best fit. I mean,
of the three, yeah.
Of the three, yeah. I mean, blimey. I don't think going anywhere out abroad is going to help him. That's not really going to settle him down. He needs a club to settle down in and to go to a completely different country. Actually, he has played in the German league before, hasn't he?
Yeah, Dortmund. Yeah.
Yeah, Dortmund. That's where he made his name.
That is true.
You go back, you know.
And he played in France,
He did, and Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he
He's
has.
been everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, he's been in the UK for at least 5-6 seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll be somewhat settled in England.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a difficult one to talk about because Aubameyang has done it all really on himself.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Oh yeah.
He's terrific.
Well, I've just seen that Aubameyang's tested positive for COVID.
Oh.
So I hope he gets better soon, but I think that might delay any sort of
Transfer,
transfer
innit?
decisions
Well, that'd
for.
be a week where you can't do anything.
'Cause he's in
Yeah.
We can still
He's in
make
Africa, isn't he?
Yeah. Does he play in the AFCON?
Yeah. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
For Gabon.
Gabon, yeah.
What? Oh dear. Gabon's not going to have a great time.
To be
Oh, no.
honest, it wouldn't surprise me too much if United signed him,
No.
which is a big shame. But I don't think it's
Shame.
Big shame. Would you not want him then?
no. I don't. To be honest, I don't really see the appeal of him anymore. There
Oh,
are
he used
better
to be good.
strikers off the ball. There are faster strikers. There are more established, intelligent, match intelligence. There are in every category. He's not the best at anything.
Oh no.
Like Rashford's faster.
Yeah.
Cavani has more match intelligence.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's a better striker of the ball.
Mhm.
Leadership-wise, he's evidently fallen under a bus. I don't see anything that Aubameyang could offer United. Maybe like a Newcastle, maybe.
Yeah.
But even then, the same with Coutinho. I don't think he would be the best. I think he would be overshadowed by Saint Maximin,
Wow.
and I think he would actually be a detriment to Saint Maximin, and maybe derail his development a bit.
I think Newcastle only have one striker though, and that's Wilson.
Yeah.
I
I know, and Dwight Gale.
Oh, but yeah.
So yeah,
How
one
could
striker.
you forget Dwight Gale?
Exactly. Come on,
Um,
James.
Joe Linton now plays in midfield.
Oh, he's brilliant in
bossing it
midfield as
there.
well, yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they kind of needs a striker,
Yeah.
and he wants to revive his career because it's in the bin right now.
Does he want to revive his career? Does he
Well,
care?
he should. He should.
Well, yeah,
He probably doesn't care that much, but
he's the best Gabon player of all time.
Yeah.
So he has that.
that doesn't say much.
No, yeah, but he's still the best Gabon player of all time. He has that. He made big numbers at Dortmund, big transfer fee, made a lot of money. He's had a pretty established career. I don't think he really cares anymore.
He probably doesn't.
No.
But
No. And to be fair, I think it's gotten to the point where people stopped caring about him. He's 32 years old, and he's acting like a child.
hey,
And
no, that's fair.
I'll be saying the same thing about Jesse Lingard in 3 or 4 years, I imagine. So that's also why I don't want Aubameyang
Well,
going
he
to
could be
United.
rumoured to go back to West Ham, so we'll...
Oh,
Or Newcastle,
that'd be
apparently.
nice, wouldn't it?
Newcastle are linked with him. I saw it earlier.
Oh, but they're linked with everyone.
That's true. He linked with Mbappe as well, but he ain't going there, is he?
No. What? Really?
I know.
Oh, it's not.
Could you imagine though, Mbappe at Newcastle? You'd just be like, why? They're like 19th when they've got like one of the best players in the world.
Not happening. Right, well, we've got the last one, but my transfer rumour, and that is Digne
Didn't you?
to...
Say Digne, right? Digne.
So Luka Digne from Everton. It's a left back. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he's been at Everton for a while, like a long time.
Yeah.
Probably 5 seasons.
He's been big club. He's been at Barcelona and PSG as well.
Hey, he was at Barcelona, wasn't he? I
He
forgot
was.
about
So
that.
he's been at like big places and that. So
Been at Everton since 2018.
what's that then? 3 years?
Oh, I thought
4
it was
years?
longer
3-4
than that.
years. Yeah, I thought it was longer. I thought it was like 2015.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Colback, not Colback.
Coleman. I think that's even longer. He's been
James
there like
Coleman.
10 years.
Seamus.
James
Jesus,
Coleman. Yeah,
yeah.
he's been there for a while.
Shall we
Yeah.
do a transfer we want to see?
Yes. And this is quite a weird one. I said this to you. I said I want St Maximin to go to Wolves from
St. Maximin.
Newcastle. Now imagine wings of Traore and St Maximin. No one are getting past.
Yeah, but to be fair, they're not scoring much either, are they?
No, but that would be like an attacking lineup you just do not want to see.
The pace and everything.
Who's their
about it.
striker?
Jimenez.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a bad striker.
No, he's not a bad
Cross it in.
striker at all.
That front three, my God. I think
No,
honestly,
you forget Aubameyang at striker.
Let's see Wolves who can get him. No, I don't know. I just thought out of the blue. That's what I found. That's what I
blue.
found.
To be fair, I think that might be a bit likely in a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah, I think if they go down as well, we'll move somewhere like that. Or like a, I don't know. Everton or someone like that, maybe.
Shall we do an out of 10 how likely it is?
Ooh,
Yeah. I would say 7.
I'd say 6.
I'd say 7.
Hmm.
I do
Ooh.
think it's quite. I think it could happen in his career.
Well then. So my one, I think this is a 10 to happen. I'm going out there.
Oh.
Aaron Ramsey to Newcastle.
Oh.
I think that'd be quite cool.
It's rumoured heavily.
He is rumoured. They've said that he can leave. Like the manager of Juventus has said that he can leave. So bring him, and he's on like 400 grand a week or something at Juventus.
That is ridiculous. How is that?
Exactly.
400 grand a week.
Because he was a free agent, so they were just like gave him loads of money.
Well, I
If
suppose
he's a
that.
free agent, you should offer him nothing.
No,
Like,
because it
nothing.
compensates for the transfer fee.
Exactly.
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
they saved him up actually buying him.
Aaron
Yeah.
Ramsey, 400,000 a week.
Yeah. I think that'd be quite cool. But you know, I think that's like a 9 or a 10 to happen. I would say.
I'd say 8.
Oh,
Actually, no, 9. 9. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
I'll go 8. Yeah, 8 or 9. Well, I
I
sort of originally misunderstood the question and then stuck with it. So I want to see Mohamed Salah go to Exeter City because then he would he would just go away for a while, you know.
That would be nice. Wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it would be quite nice because then Liverpool could, and then I don't know. It would just be nice because then Trent won't get a lot of assists.
Mhm.
Salah will be gone for like 2 or 3 years until he drags them to the Prem.
Exeter in the Premier League.
Could you imagine?
My lord.
The
Before
main goal scorers are going to be an aging Mane
Mhm.
and Firmino. Firmino?
Yeah.
I always struggle with his name.
Yeah.
Firmino. And yeah, I just don't want Salah anywhere near the Prem anymore.
So how
Please.
likely is that going to be?
0.
It could be a 1.
No.
There's a chance.
It's
always
not
a-
impossible.
1.
It's not impossible.
1.
I'll go 3.
Oh wow, bold.
What are you saying?
Yeah, 1. That's a 1.
But wouldn't it be a good idea though?
I mean, you can say that about any player then. You could say, like,
Ronaldo to.
Well, no, I'm not
Ipswich.
really looking at Mark Noble and thinking, oh God, get that threat out of the Prem.
I'll take it with Cholwood.
He's retiring though, isn't he, Mark Noble?
Oh, he is, yeah.
Is
he?
I'll take that.
Yeah, after he missed that penalty, I would.
Yeah.
Right, let's do the one for the club now.
Can I go first?
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sort of cheating. I have 2.
But, okay.
So I have a bit of a thing for Spanish midfielders, and so United are going to have to pay a billion.
That's his release clause, a billion.
euros for his
Oh, yeah, it is,
release
isn't it?
clause.
Yeah.
Oh, my life.
Well,
Yeah,
to be
thanks.
fair, all we have to do is take Pogba's wages off the book, and I reckon we'll afford it. It'll just take a bit of time to sort of count it, to put all the pocket money together. And then the other one was my favourite player in the whole wide world is Ander Herrera.
Oh, what a man.
And I just
What a
want him to come back to Man United because, to be honest, we don't really need central midfielders as such. Well, we do, because Pogba's leaving. Van der Beek probably has some sort of disability because he doesn't seem to be allowed on a football pitch anymore.
And Fred's
No.
Fred.
Fred is Fred, and Nemanja Matic is literally disabled. So
God.
we do need a centre mid, and Herrera's great. He's a good little playmaker, good little team player.
And he'd be pretty cheap as well because he is a bit older.
32.
Exactly.
Yeah. He has 5 goals and 2 or 3 assists in 14 games
That's pretty good.
in France, which is pretty good. It's better
That's
than.
better than Messi.
Yeah,
That is better than Messi.
that is better.
It's better than Messi.
There you are. So those are mine. Yeah. that's
Fair
mine,
enough.
Yeah.
Go on then, Louise.
I'll do mine then. It's a player we've mentioned. It is Luka Digne.
You want it?
I want him. We need cover at left back. Chilwell's out for like the whole season, probably even longer. I don't want Emerson back. I mean, he's great and all, but no, I don't want Emerson back.
Do you not want Tammy Abraham back?
What, a left wing back? No thanks.
He could play that.
Could do a job. No, I think he's pretty good as well. I mean, he
Take
plays for
Maatsen.
France. Yeah, but he's not ready enough though, is he? Because
No,
you'd have to
he's only
play.
young. He's only young.
Alonso's a bit older, so he can't play every single game, and the man's legs don't run as fast as they should.
Anyway, the player I had, it's never going to happen. But it's Freddie Ladapo from
Wow.
Rotherham.
That's very timely because he just put in a transfer request,
He
didn't
has.
he?
He has just put
At
in a
Rotherham.
That's why I'm
Oh, okay.
interested.
We saw him play live, didn't we? When
Yeah,
we watched Rotherham.
he ran our team riot. Right, basically.
He was like Messi of
He
Rotherham.
was in the championship last season. He scored, I think, 1 goal every 2.5 games. I know that's not great. I think it's
That's
a
not
winger.
bad.
I think it's a winger or a striker.
He's like Salah.
But he's now playing in League One. He's just handed in a transfer request for the second team, or team at top, I think. Rotherham at top. So, yeah.
But then, actually thinking of it, why would he go from top to...
See, now,
14?
this is what me and my dad would talk about, but I was saying, like, we offer him more money. Status of club. We're a bigger club than Rotherham.
Yeah.
We're more of a project. Rotherham are a yo-yo club. We're more of a project. We've got a manager that's very, very new. We've got an owner that's new, an owner that can develop. I don't know. I feel like we've got a project going on. I say Newcastle probably got the best project.
Yeah.
We don't really have a project, but let me
I know
cling
what
on
you
to
mean.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I want him, but I feel like it's not going to happen because...
So out of the two, Taylor
there's
and
loads
him.
of championship clubs I think are apparently interested, so it's just not happening.
So out of Taylor and him, who would you want?
The Dapper, 100%. Better player than Taylor.
Fair enough then.
Yeah.
Well
No
then.
chance. But how much likely? Just you can guess because I know you have no idea. I'd say it's a 4. No, 3. 3. It's
I'd
not
say
likely.
6, but I'll...
No.
Or if it was a... Give it a 5 then.
I'll go 3 because James said 3.
I don't know. I don't think it's likely at all.
I'll give it a 5 then.
Okay. Right then.
Well then.
Right, let's move on to the next topic, which is the Lukaku controversy.
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Lukaku Grisan. Lukaku. I don't need a girlfriend cause I got my cousin bro.
Chelsea's record signing. Look at the camera now because I'm angry. No, I'm joking. Chelsea's
Look at the
record
camera,
signing, Lukaku, 100 mil. I was someone that like wanted him so badly, and I was like, oh yeah, well, yeah, please get him in. He's great. And then about a month ago, he did an interview with this Italian thing, saying about how he doesn't really like Tuchel, which is great. He doesn't like the way we're playing, and the fact that he wasn't playing much, even though he had COVID, which makes no sense. And that he basically loves Inter Milan. Like obsessively loves Inter Milan, and he was like, "Oh, I die to play for Inter Milan again," and like, I love everything about it and all that stuff, and was basically like, I want to go back to Inter Milan. And he then said as well, he was like, if who was it, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, or Barcelona come in for me, I would have gone to them over Chelsea.
Yeah.
He was like, I only went to Chelsea because they paid for the money and offered me a contract. So he's not in everyone's good books right now.
No.
He's since done an apology and was like, oh, I didn't mean what I said, it's like out of context and like I shouldn't have done it kind of thing.
The interview was about saying goodbye to the Inter fans. It was not about, you know, trying to disrespect the fans and the football club, the owner, my teammates and the manager and his technical staff, because, you know, they did a lot of efforts to bring me back here and I wanted to come back here. You know, I was on a mission since I left, so, you know, I totally understand the frustrations of the fans, but now it's on me to, you know, make sure that, you know, I show my commitment at 100%. And, you know, I will do that from every game.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that he said it.
No.
And apparently he organised the interview. So it's not like some
He
journalist...
organised it.
Yeah, apparently
Oh my
so
life.
it's not like he's been caught out by some odd question. It was his idea to have this whole thing.
Everything about it was stupid, really.
He is
He's
stupid.
very, very. It was disrespectful to both Chelsea, or all the club, the players, the staff, the manager,
The fans?
the fan
Think of
base.
the fans.
I was going to get to the fans. The fan base, right? They've been mugged off brutally by Lukaku. Let's say that. But I don't know. It's just ridiculous. There's no need to say it. I said I think the only time where you really can say it, if none at all, is at the end of your career, or in like a book that you make, like it.
Yeah,
Because I think Drogba did that about you in
Yeah.
his book.
they will do.
But I don't know. I think it's not necessary. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. And the apology video was fake.
It's so, yeah,
It was-
it's
it
so
was-
like wooden and that.
It was just like, I'm really sorry. I apologise.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really didn't mean it. He did mean it.
Yeah. He said it. He obviously means it
Yeah.
if he said it.
He meant what he said.
Yeah.
And if I was a Chelsea fan, I would never ever forgive Lukaku for what he said. And I stand by it.
But that's hard though, because if you start scoring goals,
Yeah,
everyone's
your
gonna
You
forgive him.
celebrating scoring goals, but you still had that vendetta.
no,
against
your
him.
fan base will forget about it in a year.
probably.
Because
I wouldn't
the
have.
same thing happened with Rooney at United. He was like threatening to leave unless he got like bigger contract, all the rest of it, saying that he didn't want to be there anymore.
True.
And how many people bring that up? Did you even remember he did that before?
I think I remember he did that early in his career, like 2008 or something.
Yeah, something like that. But like people forget about it. Lukaku's probably going to be with you for another few years. He's going to score a lot of goals.
I hope.
He'll move on.
Yeah. I don't think it's... I don't know. It's blown a bit out of proportion, but he shouldn't have done it in the first place. Because doing them kind of interviews just causes everything, stirs it all up.
I mean, people don't complain about Umtiti anymore, and Umtiti got Messi kicked out of Barcelona. So
What did he do?
well, he refused to take the wage drop.
Because he's on like 300 grand a week.
He
like, half
refused
of
to
them
take a pay cut for Messi to stay at the club, and Umtiti's wage was a massive detriment to the club. So I think if he'd have taken it, there's a larger chance that Messi would have stayed.
And he's still there now, isn't he?
Still there,
Samuel.
still vibing.
Yeah. Sit on the bench with like only like $1 million a month or something stupid like that, probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Barcelona have offered Umtiti to Newcastle on a potential loan deal.
Oh, that's weird timing then.
Yeah.
How many times is this going to happen?
Well, yeah, with Newcastle especially, every player we talk
we
about.
had Birmingham with COVID, as we were
Oh,
talking about.
Yeah.
Samuel Umtiti. I'm just sorry. He's rejected 5 transfer offers. Umtiti.
Yeah, you can't blame him though, can you?
No.
If you could not play football and earn like 300 grand a week or whatever it is, you would do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And he has played he won the World Cup and he played in the World Cup.
Anyway.
Anyway,
The next topic is about disappointing teams.
so this is like teams that we thought would do well. We've all got a team each.
yeah.
Teams we thought would do well and they've kind of not.
Yeah,
Basically.
they've kind of been a bit lackluster from what we expected at the start of the season. So far.
So far, yeah, they could turn it around.
Yeah.
But at this halfway stage,
I will start.
go on then.
The team I have picked is Leicester City. Now, I love
Foxes.
Leicester. Leicester are a great club. I think that they've got one of the best, fan base is not great, but because they have clappers and that, but
Yeah.
but
We'll let
the,
that slide.
the owners are great.
Yeah.
The players are great. The club itself, it's not plasticky. It's all like a great fan base sort of thing. It's all natural.
Yeah.
And last season they came 5th, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
They did. This season they're currently 10th.
That's like
Brendan
double.
Rodgers, his job has been up in arms recently because he's not done very well for Leicester City. He's got them out of the Europa League. They got knocked out of that. They're currently in the Conference League.
It's even worse, yeah.
They're currently in the Conference League. I think last season they actually did better in the Europa League, didn't they?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. They're not doing great.
Didn't they win the Europa League?
No.
No, that was Villarreal winning it against United in the final.
No, not last season, but I'm sure they've won it, have they not?
No,
They've
they've
only won the
won.
Premier League.
They've
Oh.
won Premier League and the FA Cup.
Oh, well,
against
that's
us.
really embarrassing. I'm very sorry. God, I've ruined everything.
Well, yeah, but they're currently 5 places lower than they finished last season. Last season, they were like 3rd or something until like the last
They
10
bottled it,
games
didn't
they
they?
bottled
Yeah.
getting Champions League. So even then, that was not great. But I don't know. I feel like they could definitely be doing better than they have been. Brendan Rodgers is a great coach. He's a great manager. There's no doubts about that. But right now, they're just not clicking in the way they used to, and it's disappointing for me and the rest of neutral Premier League fans that want Leicester City to do well. Because I do want them to do well. As I said, they're a good club, and I want them to be in around the Europa League places rather than like Tottenham or other.
I agree with that.
To be honest, if they improved a decent bit, they could be in the Champions League places.
Well,
Maybe.
they were there like
Last season,
all year last year, yeah.
Last
exactly.
season
So-
definitely could have done. This season,
No, not this. Don't be ridiculous. But they could be. It
Yeah.
wouldn't. I don't think it would take too much
No.
because I think their current team is capable of Europa League if they played well.
Yeah.
And I think if they just improved 1 or 2 positions quite a bit, they could do Champions League.
Well then. So do you want to do your team then, Alex?
Man United are 7th in the league at the moment.
so
That is ridiculous.
here we go.
Here we go.
For the
wait,
players
can't
that
wait.
they have, okay, they have World Cup winners, they have Euros winners, and just nothing is happening. And I'm really tired of the narrative of the manager being the issue. Ironically, I think at the moment the manager is the issue. I don't think Ole was as bad as everyone said, and I do not for a second think that Ralph Rangnick is this messiah that everyone should be looking up to, because Donny van de Beek still isn't playing. Nobody's bringing it up. His formation just does not work for this team because it doesn't work in this league. I don't think he could give any team this formation and have it work. I'd say the only team that he could give this formation to potentially is Man City, but yet again that wouldn't massively work because they don't have one striker, let alone two. I genuinely, there are very few saving graces in this team, and I think one of them is Edison Cavani,
I like
Yeah,
him.
I
I
agree,
really
yeah.
rate him.
who isn't the biggest goal threat on our team. I'd probably say he's fourth biggest goal threat on our team.
Is
behind.
Ronaldo top
Yeah,
2?
I'd say Ronaldo, Greenwood, and Rashford are probably ahead of him in terms of.
Greenwood, better than Rashford.
Not Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. I think Bruno's second for me.
No, I think if you put them in one-on-one situations, I would value Rashford, Greenwood, and Ronaldo over Cavani, especially over Bruno at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, Bruno's no way.
Mate, he's not doing that great.
No, he's not.
He changed the game when he came on against Wolves, didn't he?
Yeah, because he can. He is
Yeah,
that player.
And they lost.
They did lose. They did lose because he came on.
They did change the game.
He is
yeah.
the player that can like change the game. Because Man United's full of them.
Yeah.
So many of those players: Rashford, Ronaldo, Bruno, Van der Beek in Solskjaer's last game came on and scored. And there's so many. I think Varane having the injury that he has maybe not made people recognise that at the moment he's like the third best centre back in the league.
I do really rate Varane.
He is a really good centre back. The positioning and stuff, like he gets it. Like he gets the Premier League style, and he hasn't had to worry about the transition. And I think another player that didn't have to worry about the transition and they just got it was Eric Bailly.
Yeah.
He's underrated.
Eric Bailly's so
I really
underrated.
rate him.
Yeah.
Must
He
be
was
Naby
he was so good when he first joined the club, which I think is the season Leicester won the league.
Sarr.
Long time
2016.
ago. Wasn't it?
Yeah, 2016 when he first joined. You know, we have like so many good players. Don't even get me started on Phil Jones. Apparently he's been shortlisted for the World Cup.
Yes.
Which is
Yeah.
ridiculous
Yes.
but beautiful. United they have the means to win the Champions League, but they're showing the ability to qualify for the Europa League.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what has to change. I think Ronaldo is a pretty big problem because everyone says that Ronaldo is the solution to the problems, but he's a solution to his own problems. Ronaldo being in that team causes problems,
Yeah.
and then he solves those problems, but he doesn't solve any other problems. So every problem that's still in the team is there. He just adds problems but solves them. He balances out, but he doesn't provide any solutions to other problems that the club had before he joined. Pogba needs to leave for the club's sake. Van der Beek needs to leave for Van der Beek's sake. Rashford needs to get properly consistent playing time because it's not long before he just sort of reaches his peak, and then this is as good as he stays. And he's a very good player, but he could be a lot better. Same with Greenwood, I would say, but I don't think Greenwood's going to live up to the potential.
Wow.
Because I think
That's bold.
I think his wonder kid status is carrying him, or he's allowing it to carry himself through his career. Like his selfishness, stuff like that. I think the hype has gotten to his head a bit too much, and I don't think there's anything you can really do at that point. Lingard, there's so many players, and we have such a big squad of so many talented players, and we're 7th.
You are.
And it makes me sick. I think the only club that has depth that rivals us is Man City, and they're first.
They are.
I'd
Six
say you
positions.
don't have much squad depth. Liverpool have a little bit.
See, we do, but I've realised recently the ones that we have in the depth aren't very good.
Yeah, you don't have squad depth. You have Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Well, no, but like if you think like up front, like we have like Ziyech on the bench and like people like Saul.
No,
and,
Ziyech is an incredible footballer.
Yeah,
He just doesn't work in the Prem.
So, who would you want as United manager then next season, Alex?
Anyone.
Anyone.
A Pochettino,
Oh, good shout.
Zidane.
Another good shout.
Was
Roy Keane. You said
Yeah,
that.
to
That's
be
his job.
right. I really like Roy Keane quite a lot, and I would really appreciate it if he could stop being a weird Irish man and just come to United. I think there's a lot of disciplinary issues at United, and so I think Keane would be a pretty good fit. He's a former Man United player, and in the past we've seen that works out great. So I can't see why not Keane, you know, apart from the complete lack of qualification.
Well, no, he has managed before.
Yeah.
It was a long
Okay.
time.
How'd that go?
It's Spitch
And
and
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Feels
To
like
be fair, didn't he get Sunderland promoted?
he did.
Oh, well, there you go.
Did
Get United
Yeah,
promoted
so
from when
he-
they get relegated.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got promoted into the Prem.
It's a long time ago, though.
Yeah, it was.
Not like, yeah, a long time ago.
Back in there.
Back in the day.
It has its
Louis,
charm.
your disappointing team.
My team. Well, I thought about it compared to yours too. It's disappointing, but it should be like it's Everton basically. But Everton have been pretty bad for the last few seasons, really.
Yeah,
haven't they?
poster child of disappointment.
Yeah, well, they got 10th last year, which isn't even great, and that's with Ancelotti as manager. So they got no chance with Benitez, have they? But as of time of recording, they only have 5 wins in 18.
Oof.
They only spent 1.8 million in the summer, and that was on Demarai Gray, which has been pretty good. To be fair, he's been pretty good.
That is only 3 more wins than 20th position Burnley.
Exactly, and
No, Norwich.
they spent so much money on their squad over the years. Like you think of like 40 mil for Iwobi and things like that, and they're like in the bottom half. So I mean, they made some good signings in January. They got the 2 fullbacks. I can't say one of their names, so I'm not gonna say it. I don't know. I mean, Benitez is a good manager. I know obviously there was the whole Liverpool thing when he come in, and everyone was like, I don't want him here and all that. But he is a good manager, and it has been a long time since he was like at his peak. Like he went to China and stuff. But he's still a good manager, so that's why, for me, they're a disappointing team because they should be better.
They should.
I mean, they've been unlucky with injuries and that, like
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, I think Richarlison was out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Decore was out for a bit. But then again, they've got other good players there, like Allen and like
Alan.
Allen. They've got good like international players. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So
They do.
for me, they're disappointing.
Right. Anyway.
But yeah, anyway,
Should we move on to the next topic?
let's go for it.
Yes. Okay. Well, this one is about the Charlton women's team rebranding to Charlton Ladies in a shock move. I can't really say much because I'm not a woman and I don't really support the women's team. But I
Wow,
do
fake
have fake fan. I do have a article from the Telegraph, and I want to read a little bit to give you an insight on what's been going on, because I just want to say the news and say comments that have been on Twitter. Anyway, this is on the Telegraph. I said before, it said the Charlton Women's are set to rebrand as Charlton Ladies in a shock decision that its players have labelled insulting.
Wow.
So yeah,
Big, that's big.
Yeah. It was also said the move to drop the moniker women in favour of ladies is understood to have been driven by Charlton owner Thomas Sandgaard, the Danish-American businessman who agreed to a historic takeover for the women's side in February this year, which would have been 2021. The senior source at the club decision has sparked outrage amongst players who have branded the move insulting and derogatory in a club meeting with Sandgaard. That would have been like a month ago now. Karen Hills, which is the manager of the Charlton women's team, who took over the championship side earlier in 2021, and enjoyed a successful playing career for the Addicts between 2001 and 2007, is also said to be staunchly opposed to the idea. The players are frustrated. They have reportedly drafted a letter to the Professional Footballers Association, a last-ditch attempt to block the name change, although Charlton have already listed the women's team as ladies' team on its official club website.
Wow.
Got one more, and that is the decision to use ladies, and this is just like backstory, is which is largely considered as an outdated term within the women's sport, would appear at odds with Charlton given their rich history with the women's game. So that is what the Telegraph have said with that. I will now give you a few opinions on Twitter, but I don't think we should give ours because we're not in the right.
Yeah.
We're not. Yeah.
We don't know enough to comment basically.
No.
We're not women.
No.
We are not women, I think.
So someone called Rebecca said, "A women's team in the women's championship. Why change a perfectly decent name? Who wants this, and what's the benefit to the club, fans, and players? Yes, lots of Charlton men's team supporters don't care. What do those who do have interest in the women's game think? Listen to them." There's
Well then.
big words there from Rebecca. We also had a man here, James Johnston, saying, "As a bloke, I'm not bothered if it's women's or ladies. What I am not sure on is why the name needed to be changed at all. some form of genuine reasoning is needed. That's another thing that Sangard has not done. He's not really gave a reason as to why. So that's probably another reason why people are so...
It just sounds like an attempt at making them sound more classy or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, why?
It's a bit pointless, isn't it?
Wait, so why do women need to sound more classy but men don't, sort of thing?
I don't know. This
like,
is
Yeah, the men should be gentlemen
Yeah.
or something.
Gentlemen's club.
Gentlemen's team.
Gentlemen, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll read a few more. John Taylor said, "Can't see what all the fuss is about. All the fans love to moan. You put the money in at Thomas Sangard. You made them professionals, so crack on. Women/ladies, tomatoes.
Wow.
So yeah,
Quite split all the things that you've come
Yeah.
out. They're all quite like different.
I may be being a bit naive, but what is the issue with women or ladies?" said David Murphy. John Howard said, "This is very pathetic, but not as pathetic for those who choose to block lifelong friends or very trivial for very trivial matters and never ever think they made one mistake. Lol,
bit
the
deep.
perfect person and yet to meet, but soon point out your own faults."
A lot of men's
Wow.
opinions there.
I was gonna say, yeah, apart from Rebecca.
Yeah, apart from that one female.
I'll get Julie's. Still haven't seen one good reason for this backward change. The players and manager don't want it. Waste of money at the least. Not sure why women are being treated differently. Let's see if I find another one, and that will pretty much do that.
So
Yeah.
has it actually happened? Has it officially happened then?
It's in the works.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
To be honest, at the end of the day, they should just ask the women's team, the
yeah.
women's football team.
Well,
This
yeah,
isn't
the
a
ladies
decision.
just said they don't want it. It's they said they didn't want it. So
This isn't, and it's in the exact same way. If they wanted to change it to not be the men's team, be the gentlemen's team.
No, it is. Yeah.
Ask the players.
Yeah.
Don't ask the fans. Don't ask the CEO, or the CEO shouldn't ask his employee. Just ask the,
The players, yeah.
Yeah.
The players are the,
The
ones
players
that
don't want it, so I think that's another
matter, and
thing
it's
to
such a fragile situation, women's sports as it is. So don't let a rich man make this decision about
Yeah.
a load of women,
No,
Exactly.
I
because
agree.
even if it's either not a nice thing to do, or it is a stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
And I've just read that he started his business, medical business,
Yeah.
with $4,000 and a credit card in a one-bedroom apartment. So he's not an idiot.
No, he's not. an idiot.
So why
Not
is
very
he
well.
why is he treating women purely as financial branding?
Yeah.
But he's not changing the men team.
No idea. I don't know. It's even if the players say it's insulting, then I have absolutely no idea as to why he's doing it.
No.
It's not great. But yeah, as men, we can't comment much because
We don't know enough to
no,
comment.
we don't. Right. Well, we move on to the fifth and final topic of this, and this is of this episode, and this is the season review and season preview. So we have a lot of questions that Alex is going to ask us, and he's also got a poll from around the college, I believe.
Yes,
So
well,
take it
from
away.
a lot of different people. But before
Yeah.
we do that, shall we do our league predictions first, like placements, table predictions for the end of the season first?
Oh yes.
Or shall we do the questions? I'd say
Um,
table predictions.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we just do the 3 relegations?
Okay.
James, who's your bottom 3?
Okay. Norwich bottom, Burnley, and Newcastle.
Okay.
Okay, mine is Norwich, Watford, and Leeds.
Mine is Norwich, Watford, and Burnley.
So they're all quite similar, really. aren't
Yeah, I'm surprised Newcastle and
I'll
Leeds.
put Newcastle there.
I don't think Newcastle going down. I think Eddie Howe's too much of a good manager.
I don't know.
they? And the
I think-
signings are going to get like
Yeah,
Trippier
well,
already.
potentially.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, this is the thing. If we had done this in a month's time, see where everyone.
When they've got Mbappe, then
Yeah,
yeah.
well, yeah. You've got Mbappe, Neymar, Messi.
Yeah,
Maybe. I
exactly.
don't know. I feel like they're not. They're definitely not far gone.
Yeah.
They can definitely bring it back. But
Okay.
they're in this uncomfortable position at the minute, where they are 6 points away from being safe or something like that. So I don't know. It's going to be a hard one for them. They could turn it around, but personally, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, we'll have to wait and
We'll
see.
definitely find out.
You will.
17th,
I put Burnley.
I put Watford.
I put Leeds, so
Yeah.
not very far apart.
No.
16th, I put
I
Newcastle.
put Newcastle as well.
I put Leeds.
Fair.
15th, Southampton.
Southampton.
Brentford.
14th, Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
Southampton.
13th.
I put Everton.
So did I.
So did I.
God's sake.
12th, Palace.
Palace.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. 11th, Brighton.
Yep.
Villa.
Okay. 10th, I put Villa.
I put Villa.
Brighton.
Okay, right. This is where I hopefully get a bit more interested.
Yeah.
9th,
Leicester.
Leicester.
Oh,
my
so
God.
much with interested.
Well, I've gone for a wacky one here, so I can like.
8th, yeah, go. What's
Man
your-
United.
Hmm.
Fantastic. I put Wolves.
I put West Ham. 7th, I had Man United.
I West Ham.
I have Wolves.
Why? You think Man United are going to be 8?
I don't know. They're already 7.
Yeah, not far off.
Yeah, I think transfer window will really decide it for them.
Yeah, and same with Newcastle, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So wait, 6th we just did we?
No, we just did
Oh, sorry, 6th. I had Wolves.
I had Man United.
West Ham.
5th,
Tottenham.
I had Arsenal.
Tottenham.
Oh,
Okay, top 4. I think this is going to be fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
yeah.
4th,
Tottenham.
Arsenal.
Arsenal, and then 3rd,
Liverpool.
I put Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Wow.
And then
You're
so-
betting it.
I
Wow.
think Liverpool will get above us.
Wow.
wait, so I'm guessing Lewis, you have Liverpool 2nd, and
Yep.
James, you have Chelsea 2nd.
Yeah.
I have Liverpool 2nd,
And then
and then
top.
1st.
I wonder.
Is it Manchester City?
It is.
Oh my lord!
Oh, I
So
shocked.
Wow, what a shocker.
unpredictable. Wow. To be honest, this season is kind of predictable.
Yeah.
It's
It's unfortunate. I really wanted a 3-horse race, but it's just not happening.
no.
It was happening, and
It's-
then we went on a bit of a dip. Liverpool started to as well, like lost to West Ham and that. So
United had every single player at the club shoot themselves in the foot. It's just there is no real contention,
Yeah.
which is a shame. So, right, I'm going to very quickly introduce our awards system. I've messaged a group of people. All together, I believe we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
is that including us for it as well?
Yeah. So, about 9 or 10 people, okay, have voted on the following: best player of the season so far, best young player of the season so far, the best summer signing, the best manager of the season so far, and then at the end of the season, they've predicted who the Golden Boot winner will be, who will have the most assists, and who will win the Golden Glove.
And manager of the season. Did we do that?
I said that, didn't I? Well, manager is... Oh, no, not manager of the season at the end. No, we didn't have that.
Oh,
It was just
right.
manager of the season so far.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll run through our... So, like mine, Lewis and James's, we'll run through our picks in a bit more detail, and then we'll summarise at the end the overall tally for each category. So, awards. The best worst football podcast 2021 to 2022 season so far. Awards.
Yes.
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 That was
Great.
That was great. Thanks, guys.
Terrific.
Thank you. So, shall we start at your manager of the season so far, or best player of the season so far?
Best player.
Best player.
Best player. Okay. So, shall we all say it on the count of go? Okay. So 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Ready?
Or if we should do one by one.
Oh no, because I'm pretty sure James we'll all have the same one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Salah.
Salah, yeah.
Mo Salah.
Mo Salah.
You
yeah.
dancer.
Well, he thought he couldn't score against Manchester United. Mo Salah, you little dancer.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy. Yeah, very easy actually.
Yeah.
Best young player of this season so
Conor
far.
Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher.
For me
Oh,
as well. I agree.
Wow. Shocker. I've gone with Jadon Sancho
Oh.
because even though goals and assists wise he hasn't been great, in terms of game intelligence, first season in the Prem, such a young age, small amount of international experience, not too much to make him a fully grown veteran international player. He still has so much game intelligence, brilliant passer of the ball, creative, knows how to make runs forward, knows when to stop making the runs forward if it's not getting anywhere. I think other players lack that. Like St. Maximin at times, I think, will make the run forward, go on the attack. It's quite obvious that attack is going to fizzle into nothing, but he doesn't recognise it, and so he ends up losing the possession or something.
Okay, well, that's
That's a good argument.
What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that Sancho knows how to pass backwards, but he also knows
He
how
does
to
it a
run
lot.
forwards, which is a good mix
Okay.
from a young winner.
That's very detailed.
That is.
But that's pretty good
Yeah,
argument.
give me your Conor Gallagher.
How dare you?
Calm down. Calm down.
He's a top player. I miss him.
Go on.
Sorry.
Then. Go on. Then.
Sorry. Okay.
Go on, I'll let you go.
He can score. He can assist.
Which he has done. He has scored a lot
He has
Yeah.
scored quite a few. He's a joint top goal scorer
from midfield. by the
from
way.
from central midfield.
Well, you could say he's like Frank Lampard.
Aha.
That's what Vieira likened him to. Ha ha
did.
ha ha ha.
Carry on.
And you know, Vieira is one of the best midfielders of all time, and that's not even a joke.
Best
that's-
Premier League midfielders of all time.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway.
I don't think he'd make it into the top 7 of all time.
All right.
Gallagher. We'll go. Yeah.
Corey
Gallagher.
yeah.
He gets assists, good tackles, defensively. He's just great, solid. He's just a box-to-box midfielder that anyone in the team would want.
Can I ask, is there some bias because he used to play for Charlton?
Yeah, there is.
Little bit.
There is.
Okay.
I can just say there is.
Perfect.
But I watched him play, right, and I watched him score this 25-yard banger against Derby County when we beat them 3-0, and it was fantastic. I don't like how he's doing well for Palace. If he was doing better for Leeds or Wolves or anything like that, I'd be loving life. But yeah, it's Palace he's doing very well for. And
I agree.
It upsets
Very
me.
good.
Onwards now to the best summer signing.
I always say, go out, little pushing the boat out a little bit. Jose Sarr.
Yeah, pushing it very far out, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's like the Titanic.
You're going to sink, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, Jose Sarr is an
Sar's going to
outstanding.
sink and Wolves are going to sink.
No, they're doing
No,
very
no,
well.
Wolves
Yeah.
are doing really well.
I
and
do
it's
like your choice.
Partly because of Jose Sarr. I think he's got the best expected save ratio in the Premier League, or something like that.
No, in top 4 leagues.
Yeah,
I
oh,
think
Even
so.
better. Even better.
I think
Fantastic.
top 4 English leagues. I think
he's just an all-round great goalkeeper, and he's only bought in the summer, so
Well, speaking of cheap, because Sarr was cheap, Damari Gray was very cheap.
That was a brilliant
Damari
segue from
Gray.
you there.
That
really
was,
proud.
thank you.
Damari Gray.
Yes, 1.8 million
That's-
smackaroonies.
Wow, that's
Yeah. He got
interesting.
5. And I thought about this. I think if Benitez didn't sign him, he would have been sacked by now.
oh,
I believe.
would they be in the bottom 3?
No, but I think he would have been sacked.
Oh.
So yeah, 5 goals. He's like 1.8 mil.
Is this you trying to be a football hipster, Lewis, and picking an
Someone
obscure
different,
choice?
slightly,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
slightly.
Oh, I
Because-
mean,
Yeah.
okay. I think Ramsdale was just because it's so easy to compare Ramsdale and Sarr
Yeah.
because they're both keepers in teams that need to be pushed up the table a bit. Ramsdale's done a better job, James.
I would
Thank
have
you.
to agree.
Thank you very much for trying to belittle
Belittling
my...
James again.
I'm very sorry. So, let's move on so James doesn't get too upset. Manager of the season so far. I'm going to start on this one. David Moyes.
Well,
And I can smell a Pep Guardiola argument incoming. So
Yes.
before I...
go on, state your case.
West Ham have been in phenomenal form this season. In comparison to their normal West Ham form. So much so that we've actually had someone say a West Ham player has been the best player in the league this season.
Well then,
But we'll
okay.
get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
I'd probably Ben Rama or Jared Bowen.
Or Declan
Uh,
Rice.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Suchek.
what if it's none of those three? So, anyway, so David Moyes has really helped move a sort of mid-table team into serious Champions League spot contention. I'd say, like more so than they have done in quite a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
He's
Since
turned
last time they got
Declan.
there.
He's turned Declan Rice into an absolute weapon and womanizer. Jared Bowen has become a little bit of a creative maestro. I always thought he was pretty good, but this season he's been very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think where West Ham, like they were in the relegation zone, or near the relegation zone when he joined.
Mm.
So to go from like what 15th to like 5th or 6th, whatever, in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Terrific.
It is terrific.
So who has Guardiola?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Because I mean they're so far clear, and like they just slap people. They're just slapping teams up. Like not even. There's no other way to put it. They're just battering people. Like Leicester. Well, I can't remember the score in the end, but they were like 4-0 up or whatever at half time. And yeah,
5-3.
5-3 in the end.
6-3.
6-3 in the end. But and the thing is, like we've said, they don't even have a striker. They're
They
that
don't.
good without a actual centre forward.
Well, if you remember a few years ago, Guardiola said his ideal team is a team of midfielders.
And he has that.
Yeah, he has
And
that,
they're
doesn't
doing
he?
well, to be fair.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted. He got what he wanted, and it works.
Just cost him like $1 billion.
Well, anyway,
Go on, then, James.
my manager
I don't want to look at you when you say this. 'Cause I know what it is. I don't actually want to look at you.
is Mikel Arteta.
That's
That's the best call ever.
That's wrong.
It's not wrong.
It's wrong.
It's not wrong. It's
I
just
mean,
not
he
wrong.
did make the best summer signing of the season.
True.
Stop it.
Okay, why? Go on, I'll let you. Why?
Okay, he's been very under scrutiny from Arsenal fans. Just feels like they're not playing for him, and whatever. And He's somehow turned it right around with the young players he's got. Yes, he's spent a lot of money in the transfer window. A lot. Over 100 million. But and after a shaky start at the start of the season, he's brought it back and they're now 4th, which is probably the best mid parts of the season they've had in probably half a decade. I don't know.
I'll give you that. He has turned it around. And then, I think it's good because when they bought these players like Ramsdale and that, everyone was like, oh, Ramsdale, he's rubbish kind of
40
thing.
million for Ramsdale, you mad?
And
then he was
amazing.
the best summer signing of
Stop
the season.
it!
So, I
I get
completely
it.
agree. I'm going to push us on to the next one.
Yeah, I agree. Otherwise, I'll get angry.
Who do you think, at the end of the season,
Mhm.
who will have won the Golden Boot? And I believe we're all going to say the same man.
Say it on go again then.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Mo Salah.
Salah, yeah.
Yep.
Salah.
Salah.
Dancer.
Salah.
This one will be more interesting, so I don't think I'll do a 3, 2, 1 go. Most assists.
Most assists.
Who wants to start?
I'll say mine.
Go on.
I don't know why I said it, but I won't Kevin De Bruyne.
I'm going to throw
Kevin.
something in here. I reckon all 3 of us have Liverpool players.
Kevin De Bruyne. See, you're wrong.
That is not a Liverpool.
That is not a Liverpool player.
That's disgusting.
It's because I think it's a poor choice. Go on, Lewis. Who have you
I
got?
said Trent.
Trent. Wow, it's a Liverpool player. I've got Salah again. Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin, let me talk.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Let me talk! Let me talk! Let me talk! Let me talk!
I don't know.
Interesting.
I put that because he's just a great midfielder. That's pretty much it.
I don't think the thing is with City is they seem like a team that won't have someone that gets like 20 assists. It's like every single person
They'll all
in
have
the team.
like 10 or something.
Not 10, jeez. God, oh,
You know what I mean, though, you know
Every
what I
single
mean.
person in the team will have like 2 or 3, and then that'll add up.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
See, I picture because it's Salah or Trent. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
But I think Trent passing to Salah, goal, happy days.
Or Salah passing to Mane or Origi.
True. Origi. Wow.
Origi.
Give up. No, but I think yeah.
I
And-
meant to say Firmino, but he can't score goals, so I picked Origi.
Or
Sorry.
Jota, either one.
Oh yeah, Jota, he's good.
Yeah.
Also, Salah's gonna be out for a month. Honestly, I got no legs to Salah.
Yeah, try and tear us down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salah's gonna be at the AFCON for a month, so
Yeah.
I don't know, that might hinder a little bit.
Or it's not guaranteed a month because they might get knocked out in the group stage and then come back and.
True.
Yeah, all we have left to do is Golden Glove, and then I'm going to run through our overall results, and
Can't wait
then
for
we
that.
can present the
winners.
Best Worst Football Podcast 0.5 edition winners of the awards.
Yes. we can.
Sweet.
Good
Okay.
luck.
Come on, James, go first.
Go on.
I put Aaron Ramsdale after all this. After all
I
this
thought it
talk.
was Ramsdale slander. He's now number one.
How?
How?
I have nothing to say. Nothing to
Lewis, who
say.
have you got?
I'll put Edison.
Yeah, me too.
Because Edison
Ramsdale.
doesn't have like three.
I pushed the boat again. I've got controversial. You got.
He's wrong.
No, but there's a difference between opinion and
Being wrong.
predicting fact.
Yes. Yes, I do. I sit there watching Charlton games. Okay.
Watching
I
you
do
lose.
not sit there looking at Edison going and Ramsdale going. Okay. I don't do that.
Can tell.
We don't play those games. Nuh-uh, not here.
Right,
in the
Lewis, why is it Edison? Is it because he has the most clean sheets and is behind the most powerful defence in the league?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great one, isn't it,
Nothing.
James?
And they're going to win the league. And
Yeah, and they're going to win the league.
Nothing else. to
And
say.
Ruben Diaz is one of the best centre backs in the world, and,
And
he's next to
Cancelo. And Laporte.
Cancelo. James,
Yeah.
I can't.
Ramsdale.
No.
Ramsdale.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but Kieran Tierney, right? Gabrielle. Oh, mate.
No.
Yeah.
When you
Rob
start-
Holding this would.
Right.
No, move on,
I
please.
think, who plays their right back anymore? Is it not even Cedric?
Tommy
anymore?
Asu.
So
Right, let's see the
I
poll.
sent out the questions to
The
to
public.
people that we know. Yeah, the public, if you will. And I think we got. No, I'm not going to count it. We either got 9 or 10 replies back. Okay. So best player. Joint.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yes, I can't wait for this. You've been building this
So,
up.
okay, so Salah's first, all right?
All right, that's fair enough.
3, 4,
Good.
5, 7 votes for Salah.
Okay, that's good.
So
That's
we
a
got
good
9
start.
votes overall
So
from
2
everyone.
people
Okay,
are
this
weird.
includes mine, James's, and Lewis's. 9 altogether.
Okay.
Joint second place with 1 vote each. Jack Grealish.
Oh yes.
and Michael Antonio.
Antonio.
I'd
He's
like
been
to move
injured
on.
for a bit,
And-
but he has been pretty good.
I
feel
would
right.
like to say that Michael Antonio's shout here is from somebody who actually knows a small amount about football. It was
Go for it. Go for it.
Right, I'll go for it. So, first place, and our winner of the Best Player Award is Mohamed Salah. Shocker. Yeah. Cheer. There we go. Thank you. Best Young Player. Now, here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different names shouted in here.
Go on then.
Wow.
Which is, I think... not every time. So, joint second, okay?
Yep.
So, there's a lot of tied here.
Uh-huh.
Joint second is Sancho with 1 and Emile Smith-Rowe with 1.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah, okay, you put Emile Smith-Rowe. And joint first place, with 2 votes each, is Conor Gallagher through your two's brute force alone. Phil Foden and
Boo. Joking.
Bukayo Saka. Joint first. Should we pick one, or should we have all 3 of them get the award?
Yeah, give them all
Yeah,
three.
they're young.
All
They,
3.
they,
Okay,
yeah.
so Phil Foden, Conor Gallagher, and Bukayo Saka are the best worst football podcast 0.5 edition best young player of the season so far.
Oh my
Wow.
life. You actually did that all in one take. Yo.
Best summer signing. Joint third place is Gray and Sarr. Your
Yes.
two's awful hipster choices.
Oh.
They had 1 vote each. Aaron Ramsdale had 2 votes. Ronaldo. Ronaldo had 5.
So.
Which
enough.
is
Fair.
completely fair enough and understandable.
I agree.
I can't
Yeah.
think of anyone missing from that group of 4.
No.
Joint. We have an honourable mention.
Honourable
We
mention.
have an honourable
How
mention.
does this work?
So I asked a fairly non-football fan
Mhm.
who their manager of the season so far was, and they had 2. But I'm putting them in as honourable mentions because I don't think they classify as being the best Premier League manager of the season so far. Jose Mourinho
Nice.
and Gareth Southgate.
Nice. Okay.
Sick.
Yep. So I
Sick.
thought I'd just put that one in there as
don't
an
manage
honourable
in the.
mention.
Well, I mean, Gareth Southgate.
I mean, if
England
you're talking all
manager.
time, then Mourinho will be in there.
Oh yeah.
But we're not.
We're not.
We're not.
We're just not.
And Southgate is England, not Premier League.
Yeah.
You're a genius, James.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So-
I always knew this.
Second place. I didn't say how many votes they've got because they were an honourable mention. That's why I
So they
didn't
got
say.
none. Yeah. They don't
Yeah,
count, they
that's
don't
right.
count.
Joint third place with 1 vote each, and this is actually no, it's not. David Moyes and Rafa Benitez from the same Everton fan. I don't know how you vote your own manager as being the best manager
When
of
you're
the season so
15.
far. When
When
you're
you're
15.
15.
But they did make the best summer signing,
They did.
so
They did.
fair enough. Maybe it's from that alone.
Oh my god, you're ripping into us. Not fair.
Second place, Arteta.
Yeah. So. How many votes did that get?
2.
Yeah.
You and Katie.
Ah.
And
Thank you.
then everybody else voted Pep because
Woo.
they're sheep.
Bah.
Golden Boot, there was 2 nominees for that. Jamie Vardy got 1 vote, Salah got 8.
Moving on.
Cole.
Sick.
Most assists. Third place was Big Kevin, Kevin De Bruyne,
Kevin.
with 1
Let me
vote.
talk.
Let me talk.
I said third, I then looked at the list again, realised he's second. So
Oh,
he's
my
second.
life.
And then joint first, Mohamed Salah and Big Trent Alexander-Arnold
Wow.
with 4 each.
Wow.
So I think that's quite interesting.
Fair.
Yeah.
Kevin De
those.
Bruyne coming in there.
So I think overall, just Liverpool's creativity is the best worst football podcast 0.5 edition.
Yeah. Most
Potential
assists.
golden boot, golden most assists.
Everything. Basically.
All of it, all of
Yeah.
it. They've been very good this season.
Have we done Golden Glove?
I'm
This is
about
now-
to move on to that.
This is the
Hannes.
last one.
Ah.
Patience.
Sorry, I don't have that.
So in third place is Aaron Ramsdale.
Third.
Third place Aaron Ramsdale with 1 vote.
Yeah, that was moi.
Joint second is 2 votes each. Mendy and Jordan Pickford.
Okay. What?
And then, of course, first place Man City, their first choice goalkeeper, Edison,
I mean, that's deserved.
That
is
makes-
first
it-
place with 4 votes.
It all makes sense, but there's a little.
Can I just say that Ramsdale's going to do better than Pickford?
I agree with you for once.
That has been a very weird but great episode of the Best Worst Football Podcast. 0.5 edition.
Yes.
Well, Yeah, we've got 0.5 of the cast and we've got an outcast.
That sounds nice.
Okay, well, yeah. So yeah, this has been a great episode. Thank you, Alex, for coming on.
Oh, it's all right, mate. Thanks for having
We
me.
enjoyed it.
We enjoyed your company.
We
Oh,
did.
yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Lovely, Vincent. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye.